Okay, so we're going to open up where we left off. We imported the server standalone objects and everything there. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to bring import some of these Selenium objects, these classes, and we got the Firefox driver, web element, Webdriver, and by, and we're going to create our main method here. So public static void main. And we're going to go ahead, and the first thing we're going to do, so we have our main method here, we have our entry point, is we're going to create a object, and we're going to name it driver. We're going to set it equal to a new Firefox driver. Okay, and when we run this right here, what you're going to notice is it immediately opens up Firefox for us. So this is our official first Hello World app. Alright, so we did it. We wrote our first test and we're done. We can go home, right? There's more to it. Let's keep on having a little bit more fun. So now we have this object driver that we get to kind of play with. And if we wanted to make that actual browser open and go to a website, we would just enter in driver.get and then put in the URL we want it to go to. And we're going to make it go to Google. And Google's a really easy test. That's why we're going to use it here. And so that's going to be the next step, right? So let's run that. And we'll notice that the Firefox browser opens up and goes to Google. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, so it's not a fluke. We just did something. Now, what the next thing we're going to do is, so we have Firefox open, and it's open to Google. Now, let's, just bust out with the inspector here, and we'll notice that in here, we have this object, okay? And this object has the name of Q. See the name of Q right here? So I couldn't find it. But you see the name of Q right here? It has the name of Q. So we're actually going to find this Q and by name, and we're going to enter in a value. So that's our next step. All right. So we're going to say is equal to. So we're creating a query, and that's going to be equal to driver.find element by name, and we're going to pass in the name of Q. Go to the end, buddy. And then we're going to go ahead and enter a value there. So we're going to say query dot send keys. Alright, we got IntelliSense working. And we're going to go ahead and say Selenium testing. And we're done. So it's going to open it up and pop open Selenium testing, and it's going to run that query. Oh, name. By name, Q. What am I missing here? Oh, not capitals. Alright, perfect. Now we're good. Sorry. So it opens up, puts in by Selenium testing, and then bam, we have Selenium testing popping down here. So we have officially run our first series of tests. Alright. I love it. That's perfect, guys. So stay tuned for the next class, and we'll actually start looking at the Udemy site and logging in to Udemy from Selenium. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are too.